In Part B of this volume, we will be presenting two long forms of magical passes for intent. The first is the long form of the series for preparing intent. It consists of the 37 individual magical passes demonstrated in Part A of this volume, performed in continuous succession. Shamans believe that practicing long sequences of movement affords a pathway to inner silence by saturating our kinesthetic memory. Saturating the body with movements found in dreaming, they assert, is the beginning of dreaming itself. The second long form is the saber-toothed tiger of intent. Don Juan Matus described the saber-tooth as a symbol of intent for the shamans of his lineage, an emblem of precision and concentration. Practicing the saber-tooth form, he said, brings a boost of energy to begin one's daily endeavors. In this volume, the saber-tooth brings its prowess and enthusiasm to the series for preparing intent. Its unbending intent to unlock the abundant resources of energy that shamans consider to be the birthright of every human being. Before we demonstrate the series as a long form, we will first guide you through practicing each of the 4 separate groups of this series as complete units. In linking the magical passes of the first group, we are mashing energy for intent at the same time that we are saturating our physical memory with a language that replaces internal dialogue, the language of the magical passes. The first piece of information for our bodies to remember is that every pass of this long form begins on the left unless otherwise stated. We begin grinding energy with the feet by moving the heels for a double count of 6. The weight shifts and the toes move for a double count of 3. Grinding energy in sets of 3 is performed twice. Grinding energy to the side for a double count of 3. We point the toes forward, mixing energy with the heels for a double count of 3. And mixing energy in sets of 3 2 times. We widen the stance to gather energy with the soles of the feet. The body advances, stirring energy with the knees, and continues to advance, pushing the energy stirred into the trunk. We pause for a moment and stay in place to kick energy in front and back. Again, we advance, lifting energy from the soles of the feet and pushing down a wall of energy. In place, we step over a barrier of energy and kick a lateral gate. We retreat, cracking a nugget of energy, and finally scraping off the mud of energy. And now we will do it one more time in silence.
Brandon and I will guide you through this group. In addition to waking up our bodies by asking them to link the positions and sequences for this group, we are also stirring energy for intent in the luminous sphere. We begin by turning the body on, and we advance, stirring energy with the feet and arms. We step back with the right, bringing our hands behind the body, rolling energy on the adrenals. To begin stirring energy for the adrenals, we bring the hands around, inhaling and over the knees. We come up with an inhalation to begin fusing left and right energy. Again, we straighten, leaving our right hand in front of the body to pierce with a beam of energy. Next, we are twisting energy, first on the right, then on the left. We continue performing the half circle of energy. 3 times on the left, and 3 times on the right. We place the right hand above the left to begin stirring energy around the neck. First, with the right, we begin kneading energy. And again with the right, circling energy over the head and cracking it. Now we will practice in silence.
The simplest way to intend a shift of our perception is to alter our breathing. Most of us breathe in a shallow fashion, never using our lungs to full capacity. To breathe in a new way, let's practice 2 breathing passes before we continue the series. Miles will demonstrate. The first is called the animal breath. We begin by exhaling. Then we inhale deeply, pushing down the diaphragm and fully expanding the abdomen. We finish the magical pass by letting the air out. Next is a magical pass called releasing stagnant air. First, we inhale and exhale naturally. Then we continue the exhalation by leaning over, contracting the abdomen, pushing out air that normally is never exhaled. When all the air is out, we straighten the body and allow new air to fill the lungs to the very top and a new intent to come in. Now we will continue with our instruction of the long form of the series for preparing intent.
In practicing these magical passes, we gather energy for intending from the luminous sphere and place it directly on the vital centers to enhance both physical health and perception. We begin by briskly vibrating the hands. We look and reach for energy below the knees. We inhale and exhale sharply to begin transporting front energy to the adrenals. Turning to the front, we inhale to scoop energy from the left and the right. We pull the left hand away from the vital center to begin cracking the circle of energy. To turn around for the next magical pass, we take the same steps. And inhaling, we bring the right arm in front of the body and the left around to be ready to gather energy from the front of the body. We come up with an inhalation to begin grabbing energy from below and above. Again, we inhale before mixing energy from the left and the right. And we finish grabbing energy from above the head. And reaching for energy above the head. Now we will practice in silence.
In this group, Nai and I will demonstrate how to direct the energy inhaled to the vital centers around the adrenals. The deep, continuous breathing that takes place when we string these magical passes together mirrors the sustained, unwavering purpose of the navigator, his unbending intent. Vibrate the hands and inhale to begin dragging energy from the kneecaps. We inhale to begin dragging energy from the sides of the legs. And we finish by dragging energy from the front of the legs. Now we will practice in silence. This completes the fourth group. Now we're ready to link these groups into the long form for preparing intent. For shamans, intent is everything. The inner silence evoked by saturating the body with magical passes can make room for a physical awareness of intent, a shine, a light in the eyes.
We'd like to introduce one of the delights of tensegrity practitioners, a long form called the Tiger of Intent, which Rylan will demonstrate.
This tiger is a saber-tooth. It breathes with its entire body and perceives with its whole being. Carlos Castaneda told us that this tiger embodies the passion of the warrior. It knows each moment could be its last. Still, it never lets go of its purpose and has the prowess and elegance to acquiesce to intent.
The tiger begins very silently. You're not even aware that it is there. It breathes out, opening its claws. It inhales, clawing at the sides of the body, gripping the ground with its paws. The tiger needs a powerful stance so it doesn't get dragged away. The tiger exhales and claws, moving from the midsection. It inhales, clawing one more time. It advances, the opposite arm and leg moving at once. It flexes its claws with fast strokes. It slashes suddenly to the left. The tiger lets its prey know that death is behind it. With a quick strike, it turns again. Its claws sweep slowly across the view of the horizon. Then quickly, in short, energetic strokes, the body is turned on. The tiger pants. It claws and pushes the hind legs forward one at a time. It claws again and strikes with its back legs. It pauses, then leaps in the other direction. The tiger strikes very fast and retreats. Leaning on its back leg, it curls its claws and front paw, measuring its prey. It advances and strikes. It leans in, seizes its prey, and balanced by the enormous strength of its leg, flings the prey behind it. The tiger turns quickly to face another prey. It jumps back, preparing to strike. The tiger runs and leaps, grabbing the prey and bringing it down. It steps back. And breathes deeply, crouching quietly in the shadows. It reaches high and claws downward as the prey takes its last breath. The tiger breathes, turns, and steps forward. The body begins to straighten as we return to the human form. We walk away, headed in a new direction.